more than 17 million of the platform's users. He lost that poll. Steve Kovac joins us with the latest. Steve, this is weird.
This is incredibly weird. And no word yet, John, if Musk is going to make good on his word and step down as CEO of Twitter. But the results of his poll were clear. 17.5 million votes with more than 57% saying, yes, Musk should step down as CEO of Twitter. So why is he doing this? Well, he's already said he doesn't plan to run Twitter forever. Just last month, Musk testified in a hearing in a shareholders lawsuit challenging his compensation at Tesla and said he plans to find someone else to run the company in the longer term. Now, much of the questioning in that case focused on Musk's time spent at Twitter instead of Tesla. Meanwhile, Tesla shares are down about 30% since Musk took control of Twitter and over 50% since making his offer to buy the company in the spring. And just last week, he sold another $3.5 billion worth of shares that was presumably to fund Twitter operations as advertisers reportedly reduce or pull spending. And it comes after saying he wouldn't sell any more shares of Tesla. He's been saying that since April. The poll also capped a bunch of drama over the last few days, with Musk arbitrarily changing Twitter's rules to suspend some journalist accounts, only to reinstate them again. Over the weekend, he also changed the policy to suspend users who share links to rival social media platforms, only to cancel the rules several hours later after a bunch of blowback. Now, as far as who would run Twitter if Musk steps down, he said this weekend, no successor as of yet. But former T-Mobile CEO John Legere last month did offer to take the job. Musk shut him down, though, on Twitter, of course. Tesla shares are down a bit now, but they were up over 4% pre-market this morning when Musk's Twitter poll closed, guys.
Now, Snoop Dogg has also offered to take over. I don't believe Musk has said no to Snoop.
Yeah, I think Legere has a better track record as a CEO than
but does he?
Snoop, yes. Oh, yeah, he got the Sprint deal done.
Snoop's got like an alcohol brand. I'm sure he has some type of
He can multitask.
Brand.
Yeah. I mean, he can ride down the street, smoking endo and sipping on
There we go.
And Elon also multitasking, CEO of multiple companies. But I guess part of what this questions, though, Tesla hit a new 52-week low.
Just today, yeah.
Right, this morning. The more that goes down, the more pressure there is, arguably, on him to get Twitter right.
Right.
Because that's his source of funds to fix that. And if he's got to sell more Tesla to fix Twitter, it's still his responsibility, even if he's not CEO. Can he really step away?
Yeah, and also keep in mind, like, this is so much of his wealth is tied up in Tesla, right? So that becomes his piggy bank as he makes all these weird actions, arbitrarily changing the rules, scaring off advertisers so they pause or just leave the platform completely. He has to keep going back to that piggy bank and selling. Or, as we heard last week, reportedly he's trying to find more investors to invest in the company at the same share price he bought it for, which we all know is overly inflated anyway.
Yeah, a lot of hand-wringing about what this means for Tesla. I think two things we're not thinking about. Number one, Tesla stock's also been impacted. A lot more competition in the EV space. A lot of different players coming in. And then also, starting the new year, the Model Y and the Model 3, they're going to both be eligible for that tax credit in the Inflation Reduction Act. Certainly a tailwind for the stock. So a lot of this might be much ado about nothing if those Tesla sales and deliveries spike back up again.
I'll borrow an idea from our Phil LeBeau, though. He says that, not necessarily that these other EV challengers are a huge threat to Tesla just yet. Tesla has the manufacturing capacity that these guys just don't have yet. So Tesla does have an advantage there, at least according to our friend Phil. So,
well, the hits just keep coming.
Yes,
He's keeping it interesting.
And who knows what's going to happen? He could just change his mind, right now. Yeah, but as of right now, if he holds by his word, he will not be CEO much longer.